Hey guys, it's Autumn Rain with Beyond the Record, and today I have singer and songwriter here with me, Teenear. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. So I want to get started with maybe some questions that new fans can come and ask you and might be wondering about you. So how did you get your first start in music?
Um, my first start in music was I started singing in the choir when I was really, really young. And at that time, I really just enjoyed, you know, being in a stage setting. It wasn't necessarily a career for me, but I always loved entertainment. And I'll never forget that I had like this whole Justin Bieber experience. I didn't know who he was. Everyone in my school was going crazy over him. I went home and researched him for hours, and he had a
Mhm.
contest going on where it was like write to one of my instrumentals.
Mhm.
And that was my first time ever writing in my entire life. And it just sparked like this love of like expressing myself through music. And from then I started recording with Slip Inside, but just doing like demos for people and not really my own thing.
Mhm.
And I'll never forget one day they had me in the studio with a producer named Anthony Franks. And
Mhm.
he saw that I was just like over whatever I was recording. And he was like, Tania, let's do something different. Let's play this beat and let's write to it. And in that moment, I remember freaking out because I had never done that with somebody else before.
Mhm.
And in the midst of that, I ended up writing what became my first single, Friday Night. And we shared it with everyone in the office at the time. They were like, you know what? Let's put this out as your first single. And that was really the beginning for me.
Oh, I love that. I had a couple of friends in high school who were obsessed with Justin Bieber,
Oh my
like
God.
posters all over their walls and stuff like
Yes.
that. Like, obsessed. Like,
I remember there were girls like going crazy over him. I was like, who is this guy? Why are y'all talking about him so much? And then I realized why, because I became a believer as well.
I love his like R&B tracks too. I think
Yeah,
like yeah, the whole like Purpose album is like one of my favorites. So yeah, no,
love
he's
it.
great.
He is amazing.
hmm What are three songs from your own discography that you would recommend to fans that are listening to you for the first time?
Oh, um, I feel like number one would be Come See Me. That song
Oh.
just holds like such a close place to my heart. There's a lot of backstory behind it, but that's one of my favorite songs. And Need Your Love, because I feel like that definitely touches a place of just like young Tenier and like what I was really experiencing during the time. And I always go back to those moments. And for sure now, ooh, this is hard. One more. Um, I want to say Never Met a Me. Even though I do want to say Moment too by with me and Rick Ross. I love that song. But Never Met a Me is definitely like my personal like anthem for myself. And it exudes everything that I am right now. So those are the three.
Yeah.
Come See Me, Need Your Love, and Never Met a Me.
Oh, yeah.
Sidebar moment.
I love that. And that's why I love that it's the title of your album because I think it just, like you said, like it exudes like so much confidence. I know we've talked like online about, being Aries and being like fiery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I really do think it like hits home for me for sure. So this is a perfect segue to talk about it. I know this album, your debut album, Never Met a Me, came out earlier this year. So where did you find the inspiration behind it?
Honestly, that whole project happened within a time span of like a few years.
Mhm.
And coming to the title, it was an interesting journey because at first I really wanted it was a completely different title, but then the team was like, Sneer, that makes no sense. Cause I wanted it to be called The Fantasy. And like we were trying to like figure out how to spell that correctly. And they're like, it looks like it's saying fan nasty. But in my head, I wanted the album to be like a moment where I'm bringing people into my world. So it was like my fantasy. But
Ah, I see.
Yeah, they didn't like that. But then when we rethought it, Never Met Me made sense too. Cause like I said, it's an introduction to myself. And there's a lot of different experiences that I went through in each of those songs. So that was the whole scope of it and like the message I wanted to get across.
Yeah, I think that is so funny though, because I think I don't know why my mind goes to stuff like that too. I'm thinking like, oh, this could work off with my, especially when I was thinking about my podcast name. I wanted to do something like a play on words with my name, like autumn, and having something with fall in it. But then like
Mhm.
everything sounded bad because it's just like, oh, like obviously J. Cole has the fall off, so I didn't want to do that. And I didn't want anything that said fall, it's like a downfall. So I was like, it sounds so negative. And I was like, I want to talk to
Yeah.
people and be happy, talk about music. So it's like
Yeah.
I had to pick something else.
I get that. It's definitely a process because you have to think of so many different factors and how people are going to interpret different things. But we
Mhm.
found it. We found the names.
Yes. I want to start off with your one of your first singles, like "Stay Home" too, which you released, prior to the project. And
Mhm.
I really, really love that track. And love when
Yeah.
songs, like you're welcome. I love when songs are different. And at least into my initial perspective than I thought, because at first I thought the song was going to be about like you wanting to stay home, and I'm a homebody at heart, so I was like, okay, this is about to, this is about to be it. But then listening to it, it's kind of like, you want your man to stay at home because, he got an attitude. Ain't nobody's like, want to deal with that. So why did you decide to flip that perspective? I loved it though.
Thank you. That original perspective actually was stemmed from my friend's situation.
Mm.
She was in a relationship with this guy that he was very controlling. And anytime we went out, he would make it seem like I was about to go out and have her do the worst thing in the world. And I'm like, I'm a good girl. Like, why are you even putting that energy out here? So I kind of just wanted to flip it to make it my own situation and kind of give people that anthem of just like, even if it's not a relationship and it's just like people around you, please stay home with the bad energy. I want to go outside, good vibes, have a good night. I don't do this all the time. If you don't want to come, don't come, just stay home. But if you're coming, have good energy and good vibes.
Yes, I totally agree. I have this conversation with my friends like quite often. We're trying to like
Mhm.
figure out, our plans for the weekend and stuff. I'm like, okay, who should we invite? And then we have like this one person, we'll not name, but like always will be like, oh, but like, my man this, my man that, or we'll be like, oh, but can we do this? And like wants to like change everything afterwards and then has an
Mhm.
attitude. I'm like, yo, girl, we gotta leave you at home. We got, I'm at the center of this
Bad
track.
energy. Like, don't do that.
It's
I already
so
barely go outside.
exactly. I'm like, when I go outside and outside is expensive, I want to have a good time. So,
Good vibes. I get that completely. Because I'm also a homebody for sure.
yeah, my friends definitely have to drag me outside the house, but it's worth it each time though. I'll be having a good time outside. I'm like, okay.
Exactly. I like this. Oh my
Un-
gosh.
right. So another fan favorite off of your album, and rightfully so, is like you have this collaboration with Rick Ross called Moment. So how did this all come about? What's the story behind the song too?
Um, that song I originally recorded like by myself. And I remember after recording it, so many people in the studio were like, oh my God, we need somebody on this. It would sound so good. And I feel like there were like multiple conversations, but I had a board. There were multiple people that we threw out there, but I had a board and I felt like his voice just fit it the most. And at that
Mhm.
time, I was writing everything down on my board. And I just wrote his name. I was like, featuring Rick Ross. I didn't tell anybody outside of like who was in the studio. I left it
Mhm.
alone. And I guess there were different side conversations after that. But probably like 3 months later, I got the track sent to me and they were like, listen to this. And then I remember pressing play and all I heard was Slip and Slide Records. And I was like, wait a minute. I was so excited and happy because I felt like his voice was just perfect for that beat and that feeling of the song. And the song's really just about like being in the moment, enjoying what's happening in the moment with whoever you're with. And, I'm always about love and like loving love. So just loving those moments, you know?
Yeah, I love that he got on this track with you too. And I love when he shouts your name out too in this song.
Oh
I was
my
like, this
God.
is so cute. I love this.
If
I
you were
love
in the
it.
office, all you hear is people like mocking his, like the way he says my name. I'm like, bro, okay. And the crazy thing is, he honestly did so much for me that we took a lot out of the song because he did a lot. And I'm just so appreciative because he definitely just gave his all for me. And I'm so grateful for him.
Oh yes, Rick Ross, he's the GOAT. Like I don't know if there's a song I don't like by him. He's just really great.
Yes. He
Amazing.
has some iconic songs for
Hmm.
sure. With some people, like, it's kind of like, they had a little moment, but I love his songs with Drake. I really do.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, because I'm sorry. Every single time it's Drake and Rick Ross on a track, I'm listening
It's a
to
great
it.
time. Great time.
Period. It just brings you back. Like Ashton Martin, oh.
Yes. Amazing. Hopefully they get back together. I don't know.
Seriously, they gotta work that out. They gotta work that out. For the fans. Just do it for the fans.
For the fans.
Send the tracks back and forth. Y'all don't gotta see each other. It's great.
Exactly. It's easy now.
Right. So the next one I want to talk about too from your album is Respect. So this song is literally on my gym playlist. I feel like it's so like it's more pop to me, but it's like like fun and everything. And how did you come up with like this song and like what was your kind of like idea with making it like another single off your album?
For me, that was just a song where I felt like, all my songs are pretty much about love, like all the time. But
Mhm.
I've been in this industry for a long time and I just felt like, it's just time for me to talk my ish a little bit and just, put some respect on my name. Like I've really been doing this. And I've been doing a lot of work and putting a lot behind it. So let me have my moment, put some respect on it. And that was just the entire idea of the song. Let me just have fun and talk my crap.
Yeah, no, seriously. That's why I love songs like that too from women. When I think about, SZA's what's it called? Her intro to SOS. And she's just
Mhm.
like talking her shit on that title track. And I'm just like, yo, I love you. Like this is why. I think we need
I
those moments,
We do. We need those moments to just reflect on like everything that we've done. And, sometimes it's hard to see in the moment, like with so much going on. It's hard to look back and like remember probably 2 or 3 years ago, you were waiting for this moment to happen, but you've worked so hard and it's finally here. Like, really, it's good to take those moments to really just appreciate yourself and like put respect on yourself because sometimes we forget and we get like clouded by so much that's going on. So it's amazing to have those moments.
Yeah, I think sometimes a lot of times too is like when you are that girl that is always clapping for other people and then you think about and that's why I love the end of the year too. It's like you are reflecting on everything that's you has happened this year, like ups and downs, like lefts, rights, every single direction, and you kind of just have to remind yourself that you're still that girl at the end of the day, and people need to respect that.
Period. Exactly.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about your video series. And actually, sorry, I'm going to pause really quick for a second because I forgot to ask you this question. All right. Do you have a favorite on the album?
My favorite on the album is definitely Never Met a Me.
Okay.
1,000%. a
Okay.
thousand percent.
Okay. I definitely had to ask that one. That one's a really good one. So
Thank you.
makes sense.
It's
uh,
really just because like I said, it makes me just feel confident and just like saying that it just makes me stand in who I am.
hmm And I really like for that song too, like it's kind of towards the end where it's kind of like a little bit slower down, like the production's like a little bit lower, and you can
Mhm.
really hear your voice, and you're just like, yeah, it's me, like
Yeah.
it's me. Like that's my favorite part of that song. I'm like, yo, I have to like turn this up. That's on my gym playlist too, like
Yes.
every single
That's crazy you
time.
said that. I was like 2 seconds away from taking that part out. And I was like, no, I love that part.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy you didn't do that. I'm so happy you did.
Oh my
That's like my
gosh.
favorite part of the song. Because I first time I listened to that was I was driving. And I was like, and it got to that part, I was like, okay. Literally my face. That was literally my face when I first heard it. So
I
I
love
love that you
that.
kept it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's get into your video series that you have now, and it's called The
Mhm.
Set List, which you kicked off with Come See Me, which is honestly one of my favorite songs from you. I think it could
Thank
have been
you.
the first song I heard from you, to be honest, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So that really got me like into your artistry and stuff like that. So can you tell me a little bit about the series and how this idea came about?
Um, for me, this series was really just a moment for me to have a more intimate moment with the people that support me and show that performance aspect of things. So I have a few more coming out soon, and I wanted to start with Come See Me because, like I said, that is one of my favorite songs for sure.
Mhm.
And I was able to do like another rendition of it and like switch it up a little bit because the original's more like fast paced, and I just wanted
Mhm.
to give my supporters that intimate moment with me for that record.
Yeah, no, I love that. I can't wait until, you have more in this series. I think it's just a great idea. So
Thank you.
love that you're welcome. So now that we're in the holiday season, you have Lonely at Christmas featuring Ronnie V, which you released last year. So what is
Mhm.
another holiday song that you like to cover? And kind of like where did you get the idea to even do like a cover for a Christmas song?
Um, for me, right now, I've really been resonating with Santa Baby, and for a lot of different reasons. People look at Santa Baby as like this seductive song because we think of like Marilyn, but
Mhm.
recently I've been looking at it in a way where we can make Santa whatever we want it to be. We can make Santa us looking at the mirror, looking at ourselves in the mirror, especially as women, where
Mhm.
why not ask for the things that we believe we deserve? Like,
Mhm.
what's the harm in asking for it? You could be asking your man, but why not look at yourself and say, this is what you want. This is what you know you deserve. Just ask for it and use that as a manifestation moment. So today I'm actually going to be performing that later and
Mhm.
for some women. And that's really like my perspective on it, where it's just like, I deserve some things. I need to ask for it and not feel like I feel any type of way of asking for it and just know like I deserve whatever I believe I deserve.
I love that's a word. Yes, that is a word. I love that because it's funny because I asked my brother last year, like, what do you think is
Mhm.
my favorite Christmas song? And he said, I think it's Santa Baby. I was like, of all songs, why you pick that one? And my favorite one is actually oh my God, I'm like blanking on the name, but like chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That's
I know
actually
what you're
my
talking about.
favorite one. Yeah, by Nat King Cole. So like that one
Mhm.
is my favorite one. So I'm like, what are you trying to say?
He's like, you asked for too much.
Right. I do like Santa Baby though. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Santa Baby, but I also love the change of perspective that you're giving that, especially to women. Because I agree with you. I think that we are deserving of everything and that we definitely should not be scared to ask for things. Like, men are not scared to ask for things, even things that like maybe they probably aren't qualified to be asking for. So it's like, like I like that like perspective that you're taking that song in. I love that.
Thank you. But for Lonely at Christmas, that was honestly a record that Ronnie and a few producers, Neri, Loaded Up Carl and Sam, they all like got together and was like, oh my God, we need to flip this song. And at
Mhm.
first I was like, how are we going to flip this song? I don't know how we're going to do this.
Mhm.
And I kind of just sat in there and I was like, let me just go with the flow and like trust what's coming, like the process of this. And in the end, I was really happy that we actually did it because I feel like we executed it in a way where if you didn't know that was a old record that we like
Mhm.
sampled, like you
Mhm.
genuinely wouldn't know if you didn't know that song. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm happy we did it. Ronnie's an amazing vocalist, and every time we work together, it's just been incredible. He's helped me with so many things, so I'm happy to have that record with him.
I love that. Would you ever consider doing a like Christmas like EP one day or something like that?
I could definitely consider it for
Mhm.
sure. I'm
Okay.
actually it's not really an EP, but with Santa Baby being one of my favorite songs, I am going to be flipping it. Actually, I'm recording something tonight, like a
Mhm.
flip on Santa Baby, so I'm excited about that. But
Oh,
we'll
that's
see
so
if the EP
cool.
comes.
I love that. Well, you know what? You keep flipping them, and then eventually, you're gonna have like a whole track.
A few.
You can just send it to me, and I can have it then, even if you don't want to
I
release it.
got you.
I will listen to it.
I got you.
So, what can fans expect from you next? Like, I know that you have a couple of performances possibly and all this stuff. So, what can we expect from you?
Honestly, just more visuals. I have so much coming from just my project in general. There's been a lot of just thoughts flowing with that, and we've shot
Mhm.
a lot of cool things that I can't wait for people to see because I still feel like my project's still very fresh and
Mhm.
not everyone has heard it yet. So just more visuals and renditions of a lot of the songs on my project.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. And where can everyone follow you to keep up with these visuals and everything, other updates on your music?
You can follow me on every social media platform at Teenear R, and it's spelled Teenearr, and also stream all of my songs on every streaming platform, and it's under my name, Teenear.
Oh, yes, we're gonna do that. And before I let you leave, we're gonna do a get to know Tanier holiday edition. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm very
But
curious for your answers. So, okay, first, do you start listening to Christmas music in November or December?
I feel like low-key November.
November.
November for sure. Thanksgiving, I love it, but I'm already waiting for Christmas by then.
Mhm. So would you choose between a work holiday party or a work holiday trip?
A work holiday trip. I'm
Okay.
always on an airplane. Please put me on an airplane immediately.
You really be tripping. You really be tripping.
For
Yes.
sure.
So a white Christmas, like a white snowy Christmas or a white sand beach Christmas?
Um, I would prefer a white snowy Christmas, but I live in Miami, so 9 times out of 10, it's the beach. But this Christmas, I am going in the snow, and I'm so excited.
Yes. Where are you going?
I'm going to Canada for the first time.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
I'm super excited. It's going to be freezing, but I already got like 100 fur coats that I just got last night to start packing. I'm
Yes.
excited.
I love that. I haven't been to Canada in years, but I definitely want to take a trip to Toronto like sometime, maybe in the summer next year. So that's so cool.
Nice. So,
A real tree or a fake tree?
a real tree.
Real tree.
I'm not with the fake tree. I want to go fake my tree and deal with all the mess. I'm okay with that. It's the holidays. It's a part of it.
Yes. So eggnog or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate. I don't understand eggnog at all.
Girl,
I don't get it.
me
Mm-mm.
neither. Me neither. Especially if
I actually am judging. I don't get it.
you I don't like eggnog either. The fact that
Mm.
you are literally telling me that there's egg in this beverage, like, why would you like?
I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. And whoever thought to make eggnog, like whoever invented eggnog, what were you thinking and why did you invent that? What was going through your head?
Literally every other drink is like better exists. Like you could have just done that. Like you really
Right.
try to do your big one. Like so would you choose ice skating or skiing?
Um, Ice skating, but I do want to learn how to ski for sure.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I learn in Canada. But the one time I was in snow, the last time I got frostbite on my cheeks. So I'm
Oh.
hoping that doesn't happen this time. And I was just tubing, but we'll
Mhm.
see. I would love to ski. We're
Oh,
gonna
I
find
want
out.
to do that too. Yeah, that sounds fun. Ice skating, I'm honestly, I'm with you. Like, I like ice skating is cute, but I think skiing would be really cute. I just want the outfit, to be honest. I want the
Oh,
picture in the slopes. I can go back to the cabin and drink my hot chocolate.
the outfit is cute. But I don't know. I'm a very like adventurous person. I love doing things like that. And just if I fall, it's okay. I'm gonna try
Hmm.
again.
I think I know the answer to this because I saw your Instagram and I commented, but the Elf movie or the Grinch movie?
Oh, that's actually really hard. I love the Grinch, but the
Okay.
Elf movie is hilarious.
It is.
That I used to have the little PS2 or PSP,
Hmm.
and the only movie I had was the Elf movie, and I would watch that over and over and over
That's my
again.
sister's favorite.
It's too funny. It's too funny.
So you choose the elf.
For sure. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Gotta choose that.
So this is for like with non-cartoon-ish movies for the holidays. So this Christmas or Best Man Holiday?
This Christmas.
This Christmas.
Because of Chris Brown.
Yeah. Right. Buying gifts last minute or buying gifts a month ahead?
Last minute. That's me. I'm sorry. It's just
No, same. Each year, I'm like, okay, November, October, I'm getting my Christmas gifts out the way. And honestly, I did do it one year and I ended up spending too much money because I bought everyone's gift and then like November came, December came, and I started adding to the gifts.
oh my
And I
gosh.
spent too much money. I was like, this is y'all not tricking me again.
Man, it probably would be great to like get it earlier, like during Cyber Monday or like Black Friday. Like, duh, it would be awesome to get it. But I'm never prepared. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Whenever they come up, I Black Friday and Cyber Monday actually freak me out. Cause I'm like, I just feel like I need to buy something when I don't.
Right? There's like too many options now. I feel like with online now, it used to be just going to the mall with your friends, and now it's just like everybody's emailing you like 10% off, 50% off. You know, it's too much.
Chaotic, very chaotic.
It's too much. So gift wrap or a gift bag?
I would prefer for my gift to be wrapped, but I
Mhm.
don't know how to wrap other people's gifts, so I'm gonna put
Same.
it in the bag.
I mean, I'm a gift bag warrior. Put in the bag, some stuff on
I'm
top.
really great with tissue paper. It makes it nice and pretty.
Mhm. So a gift card or a sentimental gift
Like for me to receive or give.
to give, I guess. Yeah.
Um, a sentimental gift. Yeah.
And this one is for you, the last one. Do you prefer small gifts, like a bunch of little small gifts, or one big gift?
I would say a bunch of little small gifts, just because I like opening things. It just makes the
Mhm.
process so much fun.
Same, same. I love that. It was so nice speaking with you and catching up. And guys, don't forget to listen to Never Met a Me on all streaming platforms. So,
Yes, it was so nice talking to you as well. This was great.
yeah, same. It's always a good time.
Yes.